I'm going to put this in a very, very comfortable way for us to understand, right? Have you ever used your hand to measure a client yourself? The client is in front of you. You measure the bust, you measure the hips, you measure the waist, you measure everything you need to measure. And after sewing, it doesn't come out perfect. Because I've done that personally, right? I've used my hand to measure a client myself. I measured the client myself, and at the end of the day, I still sold rubbish. How much more if I am to just predict the person's measurement with my eyes, just saying because I see the person's picture, I can just tell them, I can just predict his measurements. I know some people do this. I respect them for doing that, right? But I've not gotten to that level, and I don't think I should try to simplify what is already simple. If I have the chances of actually coming to you and you can pay my tea fare, even though you are in Port Harcourt, you can pay my flight ticket, you can buy me a flight ticket even if you are in Abuja, I will definitely come to you and take your measurements. I just don't think it is professional to actually predict customers' measurements. And I know you yourself, you've taken measurement with your hand and you still sold rubbish. 99.9% of fashion designers actually make this particular mistake. If you have actually measured your client and you sold rubbish, why are you trying to put yourself in a trouble that doesn't make sense? Instead of actually trying to predict their measurements, can they just take out any traditional they have and just buy a tape rule of 10 cents? How much is tape rule? 10 cents or 100 naira, and just measure the chest, measure the length, measure the sleeve, measure the shoulder, and send you what they have. And you can just add in an ease allowance to that. I think that will be a lot easier than predicting measurements. You're going to mess it up. If you can take somebody's measurement with your hand and you still sew rubbish, how much more trying to predict their measurements? I just feel like we're trying to simplify what is already simple, and we're just trying to put ourselves in trouble. I don't go through that hassle again. If I can just come to you and take your measurement, I would rather do that than to be predicting. I just don't think it's worth it, and I don't think it is professional enough. You would have seen several brands that will go to a tailor shop, big brand, and they are going to like measure them. How much more you that you have a shop, you're trying to prove just doesn't make sense to me. So I've got several people telling me this and asking me to predict their customer measurement. What do I think is waist measurement is? I don't know it. And I just think you should just tell them to just buy a tape rule, or just call them on a video call and ask them to just measure their waist in your front. Is that not easier? Just stop trying to simplify things that are already simple. Stop trying to put yourself in trouble. After you do this, you're going to realize that the trouser is not okay, but you are a professional and you can. So I just made this video because I've been getting this a lot. Like, don't do that. Don't tell them you can predict their measurements. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't actually make any difference. Just get what you need is just to get the measurement. Okay, I just decided to do this video. It's crazy. Alright, so that's just about it. Just don't do it again. Try, please. I beg. Just take the normal measurement. I beg. Just ask them to take them.